Is there any early birds in the audience? It might just be us up today. See,
It
me and
might
you,
be.
just me and
It might be.
you. Mm,
But
mm,
welcome
mm,
to the Shawn and
mm.
Renee Show. Hi, everybody.
Hello. Thank you to all of our supporters. We love you. We thank you. Um, it has been an adventurous 2026 thus far, and we're just gonna keep on trucking, supporting each other, right? This is a little safe corner on the side this side of the internet. We just come here to decompress.
Yes.
So I am part one half of your host, Nisha LaShawn.
And I'm T Renee, the other half.
And welcome to the show. We're just gonna get right on into it. How's your
Yep.
mental, friend? How your mental these days?
Oh,
Your brains look good.
thank you. I've been coming home and going to sleep again. I just black out. Like I during the day when I'm working, I take in as much as I can. And then when it's time to come home, I shut down. I release the internet to internet and the world to
Yeah,
world. And I just shut down because I'm tired. The chaos is wearing me thin. The incompetence is wearing me thin. The foolishness is wearing me thin. So I just shut down, say a prayer, and go into my little cocoon. How about you, friend? How you doing?
I am trying to make conscious decisions um to not do that because I know it's so easy for me to just go to sleep. A nap hate to see me coming. Okay.
Yeah.
A nap hate to see me coming. But I want to, and I think I did really good this winter, making
Mhm.
sure that I didn't just turn into a hermit
Mhm.
and put my snuggie on, and just not be engaged. Now I'm being more selective on the things that I choose to engage in. I have
Mhm.
totally, totally, totally minimized the news right now. I've
Yeah, you have
minimized
to. You have
even the
to.
local news, even the
Mhm.
local. Alexa and Siri and the Googler is keeping me up on weather when I care. They're keeping me up on the traffic, but all of this other drama.
Yeah.
And what's so sad is you have to stay informed, but we don't have any reliable sources to just easily click on and be able to just get the information and walk away. It's very theatrical. It's a lot
Yeah.
of drama, finger pointing.
Yeah.
It's a whole lot of just there's no unity on either side.
Yeah.
Um, we don't have common goals, unfortunately. So there is civil duress.
Yeah.
Even as we're battling another country, so to speak.
We
Um,
battling multiple countries right now.
yes, yes. Actually, we don't nobody like us right now,
Nope.
to be honest. Nobody
Good
likes us
morning,
right now. Hello
everybody.
there. Good morning. Um, so I just don't want to be involved in that chaos. I'm just a little black girl who ain't got nothing to do with nothing. And
Right.
I just try to disengage the best I can and stay
Yeah.
knowledgeable the best I can.
Yeah.
But I don't want to get wrapped up in the grief of the fact that we are here in
Right.
this place
Oh no.
in
Oh no.
2026.
My thing is, I have grieved it. I have moved on. I'm accepting that this is going to be, but I'm just not in the realm of the chaos. I don't have to live the chaos every day, if that makes sense.
Right, right. I was speaking with my sister and she works with a lot of elderly people and she tells me how often they just sit and just watch the news all day, all night, nothing else
Yeah,
but the news.
I couldn't
And
imagine.
oftentimes it's stations and shows that are not very informative. And They just soak in the chaos. They just soak in the propaganda. They just soak in just that negative, bad energy. And you wonder why you come across the elder population. They're so skittish and like
Yeah.
stressed.
And
Look
their
what you're
anxiety is
consuming.
up. Yeah, their
Yes.
anxiety is so far up, and you just like breathe. It's okay.
Yes.
We been
And I'm talking
we
about
gonna get
from
through this.
health insurance, from
Yes,
financial. They're scared about how
yes,
they're gonna live. They're
yeah,
they're scared in every which way, how they're gonna eat.
yeah,
Um, it's sad. It's sad.
yeah. Hey everybody, good morning. I see people coming in and out. Hey, but yeah,
Good morning.
and then I've been also while I'm in my cocoon, I've been watching things that make me laugh and happy. So it's not like
Mhm.
I'm detaching from the world. It's just that I'm not that chaos can't exist in my house. You know what I'm saying? I
Mhm.
gotta go to work and the chaos is outside. But when I get home, I'm in my cocoon. I am watching things that make me laugh and happy, and I'm going about my day. That's how I'm managing it. Staying prayed
Yeah.
up, of course. But yeah,
Mhm.
that living that chaos all day, every day, no ma'am, can't do it. Can't do it. And I refuse to do it at this point.
I I love the the story of Bumpy Johnson is so interesting to me. And I
Hmm.
just started attempting to watch The Godfather of Harlem. Forrest Whitaker is playing
Hmm.
Bumpy Johnson in that
Yeah,
show. And Forrest Whitaker can act his booty off. I love me some Forrest Whitaker. That man can act.
he
And the
can.
show is good. But the intensity of that show, girl, I said, you know what? Let me put on Family Matters. I can't even take Bumpy Johnson right now.
Yeah, because it's so
I can't.
intense. Because that show in itself, Godfather of Harlem, like his daughter went through some things. He had to do
Yes,
some things. It's like it's very. That's why I said I have to watch stuff that makes me laugh and happy because I can't. You can't even take a drama right now.
I can't take a drama. I can't take no gangster movie. I can't take Tony Montana. I don't care how many times I done watched it. I can't take him right now. I
No,
can't
it's
take
not.
a bomb going off. I can't take a shootout, a
Yeah.
kidnapping, or I can't take it. I
Right.
can't. I'm
Right.
on Abbott Elementary. I'm on Bridgerton. I'm looking at Living Single. I said, come on, put on Steve
Yes.
Urkel. I might even
Yeah.
put on some Cinderella and all those Disney films. I love me 101 Dalmatians, but even
Yeah.
Cruella de Vil had me too stressed at one point.
Right. Right.
I said she's trying to kill these babies. I can't take
Right.
her.
Yeah.
So
It's just
I
every.
am
It's too
being
much.
picky, child. I'm being picky
Yeah.
because I'm trying not to lean into my snuggie. Okay, because the way Baby Punch feel about his stuffed animal
Yeah.
is how I've been feeling about my snuggie lately. I just been
Yeah. Yeah.
running to her. So I
Yeah.
child.
Yeah. I only did one thing outside. I went to my best friend's husband's 50th birthday party. And I told everybody, I said, I'm an illusion because y'all know I don't be outside. And we had a good time, but other
A
than that,
mirage. Just a
I'm a
mirage
this
of beauty.
because y'all don't
That's
even
it.
know I don't come outside. But yeah. But yeah. But to everybody, just find what you can find to keep you sane in these times because it's gonna continue to get worse, unfortunately. But just find
Yes,
something
it
that
is.
makes you happy. Find something that keeps you centered. Love on yourself, self-care, and just breathe. We gonna get through this. We gonna stall this bitch ass.
Mhm.
We gonna stall them out. We gonna stall them out, but just Self-care. If you got to go to the spa, if you got to go sit by, if you're in a warmer place in the United States, go sit by some water and just breathe. We're going to stall them out. We're going to stall them
Hmm.
out. Stuff going to
And
happen.
the
So just,
great words of Mariah Carey, I'm doing the best I can with what I got.
that's
And I'm
right.
moving on. I'm
That's
moving
right.
on.
Right.
Now we have some unfortunate news that
Yeah.
our beloved Reverend Jesse Jackson had passed on.
Yeah.
Um, Reverend Jesse Jackson is currently on a world tour right now. He's beloved across the country and the world.
Yeah.
And he's a civil rights leader that has put in a lot of work over the decades. And say what you want to say about him, the pros and the cons. Everybody,
Yeah.
has both. These
Yeah.
people are human at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But I want to acknowledge him for the work that he has put in. He truly is a trailblazer and, definitely contributes to my soft black girl life.
Yeah.
So I thank him for his contributions. I was watching the homegoing service and it was beautiful. It really was beautiful. I really love seeing the unity amongst children when it comes
Yes.
to these kind of things because we know weddings and funerals will tear a family up. Tear it
Every
up.
time. Every time.
Every time, baby. So I just like that
Mm-hmm.
I was able to witness all of the siblings being together and supporting one another, and um, it was good to see.
Yeah.
Child, Barack Obama, I think he really wanted to be a pastor in his previous life.
I saw
He
his
get that energy that he
I
really.
saw yeah, I saw what he said, and the one thing that I will always miss about him being president is decency, compassion,
Mm-hmm.
and being connected to the people. And a lot of people fought at him like, oh, he didn't do enough for black people. Well, at the time, he was trying to do enough for everybody,
Mm-hmm.
not just
Mm-hmm.
us. So I saw what he said. He said, this is the time where at this right now, we feel like we don't have no hope. And he ain't lying. Because we wake up
That's
every
why I'm
day.
in this nice snuggie.
We wake up every day and there's something going on. But he said, through Reverend Jackson's works and everything, that should show us we should keep the hope and keep fighting and not give up. And he's
Mm-hmm.
1,000% correct.
Mm-hmm. No, we should keep fighting and not give up. These are true words, and so on and so on. I truly
Hmm.
agree. I do find I am grieved on the deepest level, not just
Hmm.
because Jesse Jackson passed away, because at the end of the day, he was 4 years old,
Yeah,
and he was ill, going through
right.
illnesses. His children confirmed that. Um, but my grief really is rooted in the fact that he passed away at a time like
Yeah.
this. And he passed away witnessing the things that's happening right now. And it just hurts my heart to know that his era worked so hard for so many years to
Oh, girl,
eliminate
yes.
the basic
Right.
fight. They really work hard to try to eliminate the basic ground zero struggles. And for us to
Yeah.
do a complete 360, baby, and get right back to the same. I just,
Girl. It's like they work was in vain almost. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we do believe in God and we do love God. And thank you for saying we're nice. Um, it's like all the groundwork of the civil rights is just like it's being dismantled by the second.
mhm,
And I just it's just so tragic to watch it all go down the drain because nobody wants to be a decent human. I
Yes.
remember in the Harriet movie, did you see Harriet when they talked to her and they
Yes.
did when she said that line always stayed with me. Other people are not supposed to own people. When
Mm-hmm.
she said that, it was just
Mm-hmm.
like, what is this that people feel like they have the right to just own people, be cruel and mean to them, and you just want people to be so diminished. Reverend Jackson, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, uh, Medgar Evers, and all of them, they work so hard for civil rights, and it's being dismantled by the second. And it's just sad that we haven't learned from our mistakes
No,
of the past.
no.
We haven't learned.
And I don't want to say that the Reverend's work was in vain because I truly feel like Barack Obama directly inherited the path that he, you know, put forth to,
Yes,
as a black man, run for president, whether he was successful or not. He planted the seeds in little black boys' mind that this is a option for you. The political
yes,
sphere, even though Dr.
yeah,
King is not here, we still
right,
have the ability to be a part of these structures, these
right,
organizations. The
right.
hierarchy cannot be built without us. He could have easily just stopped the work when Dr. King passed away.
Right.
And a lot of people did. A lot of people did lose hope behind his passing. Malcolm X
Yeah,
too. A lot of people lost hope behind
they
their
did.
passing and truly stopped involvement altogether. And they just say, you know what, let
Yeah.
me give me a little 9 to 5 and just call it a day
And just get out the way. Just get out the
and
way.
just get out the way. But it was truly people like him that said, no, we got to continue to press on it and demand change. So I appreciate his legacy, and I just wanted to bring out the point that I'm just sad that this was the time he had to witness before leaving this earth.
Yeah, it is. It's just so sad that the King children and the Jackson children probably will pick up the torch and carry it, but at this point in the game, we shouldn't have to be in the situation that we are now.
No,
It just because
not at
they fought
all.
too hard. They fought too hard for us to get here. So, God bless Reverend Jackson. God bless his soul. May he
Yes,
find
yes,
eternal
yes,
peace
yes,
and
yes, yes.
rest, and may his family be find the peace that they need in him leaving this earth.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Child, Jasmine Crockett and lost the doggone election.
Yeah,
I don't want to say I
yeah,
knew it was going to happen, but I knew it was going to happen.
yeah,
And I had the same feeling that I had about Kamala when she was running. I just could tell there was a lot of debauchery happening behind the scenes.
yeah,
Um, my intuition was letting me know that they were not setting her up to win.
yeah.
And I feel the exact same way when it comes to Jasmine Crockett. I do have criticism for her because I don't believe she ran the best campaign she could have possibly won when it came to connecting to other groups and realizing that a lot of people do not want change. They just want to be comfortable. They're not looking to be, in their opinion, they would consider her change, her progressive change as radical. A lot of people, and she really ain't asking for nothing special. She asking for very basic human decent stuff, right? When you really look at
Yeah,
her policies. But for
yeah,
some people, a even playing field is considered radical. And I think a lot of us black ladies like her make the mistake, whether we're in the political realm, medical, law, business, finance, whatever playing field that we're on, a lot of us make the mistake believing that everybody cares about the facts like we do, that everybody cares about knowledge, that everybody cares about truth, that everybody cares about human decency. You would think us agreeing on making sure children are safe and fed, there shouldn't be no argument in that. What is there to argue about
No,
in that?
no, it shouldn't.
You would think. But unfortunately, there are people who live in the whataboutisms. There are people who are contrarians just for sport, devil's advocate just for sport. They argue and dismiss, and they don't really care about the facts, whether it benefits them directly or not. Some people's goal, honestly, is to uphold oppression and to keep people marginalized.
Yeah.
So when you speak to these people, they have a voting power. You have to figure out a way to talk to those people who are not going to agree on those decency politics. You got to figure out another way to connect with them. Because it's like talking to a brick wall. And I do think in a lot of ways she forgot the environment of this time. You got to get a little dirty. You got to get a little dirty. Um, and I feel that way about Democrats as a whole. The respectability politics have really held us back in a lot of ways. And Democrats, honestly, are not as progressive as they pretend to be because they too, a lot of them focus on comfort as opposed to focusing on strong change, lifelong change, making defining generational decisions that's going to benefit our children's children.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they do a lot of pacifier type of stuff, like pacify you in the moment. And it's like, oh, I didn't ask for that. Like, who asked for that? It's not what
But
we asked
for
for.
me, with Jasmine, I think that it was a couple things that happened with her because she did get a lot of endorsements, but they were last minute.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I think
Some people
that
strategic.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it was people were afraid again to vote for the black lady.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what is this attachment to voting for a white man that people are so stuck on. And this is not it's like it's institutionalized.
Oh,
Like
it is.
people are institutionalized to think that a white man is the best choice. And for
Correct.
me, I don't know. But for me, it's one of those things where, okay, we keep giving, y'all keep voting for what y'all want. And then when it go bad, y'all come back to us, expect us to pat you up, comfort you, and oh, it's gonna be all right. No, it's out the door. We done. We done with the petting you up. When you vote for
Yeah.
what you want, stand on that. Stand on it. Stand
They
in it.
call us angry black women anyway. And at this point, I'm about to start leaning into it. Okay, sure,
Yeah,
I am. And I'm
yeah,
mad at
I
your ass
am.
today. How about that? Because
Absolutely.
clearly
That's
you want beef.
yes,
You want beef. So I'm about to give it to
yes,
you since you want it.
yes,
And that's how I want us to go that route so bad.
yeah. Just
But
stand on it.
I understand that my opinion, does not work in every case. I understand there's a little give and take, but I
That's
something
where I'm
has
at. I'm just telling you where I'm at with it. I'm not. I'm
that's where
not
you
petting
at.
nobody up. I'm not petting nobody up. When you vote
No
for
patchwork.
no, when you vote for it, let me lean in. When you vote for it, you got to deal with it. When it
Mm-hmm.
go left and it don't go what you think it's supposed to go because you voted against your own interests, again, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? I'm
And
done.
I'm okay with seeing the outcome. I am.
Yeah, me too.
I'm at that place to where I've moved past saying I don't want to see the suffering. I've moved past that. Now it's
Yeah.
like, okay, that's what you ordered. And I have to
Yep.
respect that. I have to respect that's what you want to do.
That's part of the process right now. That FAFO
Mm.
is part of the process right now. And I'm okay with it. Because one thing I'm going to always do that we always do as Black women, we always persevere.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because that's just us.
Mm. It's so unfortunate. It's so
Yeah.
unfortunate. The situation in Texas is just a mirror of what's happening across the entire country.
Yep.
So don't believe just because you don't necessarily live in the state of Texas that these things are not happening in your local
Yeah.
offices, your local state capital. These things are happening in positions seen and unseen. Okay.
Yeah.
So I just want to throw that out there. Just because it ain't televised, that don't mean it's not happening.
And as we proceed to November, everybody get your behinds up. Make sure you're registered to vote and go and vote. Everybody always say, my vote don't matter. Yes, the fuck it does.
You know what I think what should be happening right now? The campaigns should be centered around reinstating hope. That's what Obama ran on.
Yeah,
Reinstating hope into the people. Because when
yeah,
he started running, it was a lot of hopelessness,
yeah.
okay, happening at that particular time. When it
Mm-hmm.
comes to the state of this country right now, it's the same exact experiences. People are hopeless. They feel like their voice is pointless, not being heard.
Yeah,
No matter what they say, they're gonna
right,
do what they want to do. It's no reason I should vote.
right.
Um, People have to feel motivated to do it.
Yeah,
So it's that whoever's running that campaign, make sure you don't forget that hope is necessary at this point in time.
right, right.
Now, on to some very positive news. The NAACP Awards
Yes.
happened
Yeah.
this past week, and boy, it was highly entertaining. The clips that I was seeing, Viola Davis looked so
Yes.
beautiful.
Oh my
Oh,
God,
she
her
was
dress was
gorgeous.
gorgeous. Yes, that
It
green
looked
dress
like
was
she just
everything.
melted in. The green dress and the red one as
Yeah,
well. And I think the red was what she wore on the carpet, but baby,
yeah.
I see it like she was poured into that dress. She was so gorgeous.
She
She
looked
was so
like a
gorgeous.
goddess. I said, yes,
Yes.
Viola.
And
Yes,
you know she
ma'am.
smelled good. You just know she
Yes,
smelled good, honey.
yes, yes. Yes, Miss Viola, you looked amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I like that the room felt warm from the clips I saw because I didn't get a chance to watch it, but it just felt like love was in the room. Like Regina Hall took the time to pour into Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo because we love Uncle Delroy. We
We
love him
do.
down. We love Uncle Delroy down.
Now, before you get into all the love in the room, expound a little bit on the BAFTA Awards before we get into that because the contrast was stark.
Yes,
Stark.
yes.
Give us a little rundown on what happened at the BAFTA Awards.
So the BAFTA Awards happened. a week prior to the Image Awards, and Michael B. Jordan and Uncle Delroy were giving out an award. They were reading a teleprompter. There was
Mhm.
a gentleman in the audience that had Tourette's, and they said he was cutting up all night, and they were editing everything out, so it wouldn't go out. Just so happened while they were being presenters and doing their introduction, this man yelled out niggers or negroes, and they didn't edit that out. So BAFTA, y'all get donkey of the day. Shout out to Charlamagne. Y'all get donkey of the day. And they said it was a mistake. They couldn't edit that out, or it was missed, or whatever. It's a lie. And Michael B. Jordan and Uncle Delroy, you could see they took a breath and they proceeded.
Collected
That
themselves.
pause, yeah, like black people always do when something real racist happen. We always do that brief pause and we get back to business at hand. That's exactly what they did. And kudos to them for not losing it in that situation.
Um, what is really interesting is the racism versus disability discussion that happened thereafter. I, in no way, shape, or form, think people should apologize for their disabilities. I
Hmm.
don't think that people come into this world asking to be disabled. That's not something, a request a baby makes in the womb and say, "Hey, mommy, can I have a disability?" It doesn't happen that way. Therefore, I don't
Right.
believe there should be an apology. However, there should always be an acknowledgement of your disability if your disability is one of those like Tourette's that has a direct effect on others. Um,
And
his
it's
statement,
disruptive. And
and
it's
it's very
disruptive.
disruptive.
Yep.
And the gentleman was there, and I forgot, I'm slipping my on his name. There was a movie that was made about his life growing up with Tourette's in the 80s, when there was not so much information known about the illness.
Hmm.
Fine, he deserves to be there. And I think people with Tourette's deserve to be anywhere, quite honestly. However, there ought to be disclaimers. The audience should be aware that this person may or may not have an outburst.
Hmm.
The producers should have been on alert, making sure that everybody that got on that stage was protected
Yep.
and that edits were happening in a way that was not offensive to the presenters and the other actors, because at the end of the day, the people in the room may know he have a disability, but look how the internet spins narratives.
Absolutely.
Their ability to edit that out is definitely widely known, but their choice
Yes.
not to do it, I find highly suspicious. I
Absolutely.
think these award shows know their viewership is suffering, and they're starting to do stunts to get clicks and views and to be talked about and be front page covers, and they don't mind if it's a little infamy involved. And
To
that's
to
unfortunate
get
because
and it's definitely the gas like us.
we're always the victims though in that. We're always the ones
Yeah.
that these shows and these companies always tend to do it on the backs of us.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
always a sacrificial lamb in that, and I find it to be so unfortunate. I really do.
Yeah. And it's unfair. But like I said, I'm so happy that Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo persevered through. Now back to the Image Awards. Love. Like everybody loved on them the whole entire night. Uncle Delroy won for Best Supporting Actor. Michael B. Jordan won. I know, right? We love Uncle Delroy. Michael B. Jordan won for Best Actor. Sinners won for best screenplay. It's just like the love in the room. Michael B. Jordan, when he had got up and accepted his award, he said, "I love being black, baby. We love you."
Mm-hmm.
That's what that was supposed to be. And just like they had went through that adversity a week later, then a week after that, they got loved on.
Yeah.
The
We were
entire
witnessing open
cast.
heart surgery in real time. and it
Yeah.
and it and it gave us a glimpse into what all of us black people experience when we go into these predominantly other spaces. I don't want to just say white, predominantly
No
other,
other.
because we come to
Yep.
realize we ops in a whole lot of areas that we ain't even know.
We
So,
didn't know we was the ops to a lot of people
baby, we
until
didn't know that.
recently. We just found out. Like
When we
we
go
didn't
into
know we
these
was at the top.
other,
We at the
mm,
top of the list on a lot of op lists. We didn't know.
okay, we found some things out in recent
Yeah.
time, but that's okay. When we go
Yeah.
into these other spaces, there's a lot of hits that we take,
Yeah.
emotional, verbal, all of the hits
Yep.
that we take, and we have to go back into those black spaces and
Yeah.
be loved on, brought back to
Yeah.
health, strengthened, built back up. Michael B. Jordan could go to space right now if he wanted to.
Yeah.
Okay, he left that award show on a high because his people
Yes, he
poured into
did.
him, loved
Yes,
on
he
him,
did.
hugged on him, and all
Yep.
the above. I love that picture with Viola Davis, and she's saying his name on the stage, and she
Yeah.
just you would have thought she won.
You're
Okay, the
right.
way she was pooping and hollering on that stage, I thought
Yeah.
so cute. But
Yeah. Her excitement for
I
him was
love it.
just so beautiful. It was so
Did
beautiful.
you notice any other winners that night? I was so fixated on that whole storyline with Michael B. Jordan.
I didn't try, and I'm be honest, no, I didn't. I was just so happy for them. No, I'm being honest. I'm being honest. I'm being seriously. I was just so happy that they got loved on after the debacle at BAFTA. And I know that was probably the storyline, but it was just like it was beautiful. And also at the SAG Awards, where they're the actor awards now, Michael B. Jordan also won Best Actor there for Sinners. So I hope that's setting a precedent with him winning at the actor awards. Now it's not SAG. That the Oscars will get it right.
Do you have hope for the Oscars?
I am in a middle ground. I'm gonna be honest. I just want them to get it right.
Mm,
I'm an optimist, so I'm optimistic that he could win and Uncle Delroy could win, but I'm a realist at the same time. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't. The one thing I'm sure of that more I've
yeah,
seen more people congratulate the movie Sinners that are on the Oscar committee than I'm seeing congratulate other movies. So, like I said, if they win, I'm be happy for them. But if they don't, I just know that they were loved in the right spaces. If that makes
yeah.
sense.
I think our little baby from Queen Charlotte had one, and I'm trying to look it up right now, but I think I saw her as a winner too this year.
Oh,
She played the young Queen Charlotte, and I
oh,
said, you
did
know what?
she?
That's a win I can get with. She did
She did
so
a
good.
she did a phenomenal job as playing younger Charlotte. Cause that older Charlotte needs to win too, cause she been cutting, okay, cutting.
The entire time. And
Yeah,
this past season was awesome. I mean, she displayed a lot of emotional range in her scenes this year. She was
yeah,
um, not as surface level as she was in some of the previous Bridgerton seasons.
yeah, yeah. Well, that's good. I hope she did win because she did an amazing job as young Charlotte. I mean, she literally did. She did great. I
Hmm.
mean, she leaned into that role, and she had to love her husband through his mental illness. That's what saved their marriage,
Hmm.
her love for him. So yeah, she deserved that win.
Now, there's been a lot of discourse that I've been seeing online, um,
Mhm.
on TikTok, on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. I've been seeing so many um, Black folks coming out saying that they need to or will denounce their Greek organizations, their Greek
Okay.
letters. The explanations vary. They do. They all vary as far as the storylines and the reason why.
Mhm.
But what I noticed amongst all of them is that there's a common thread of misrepresentation of identity.
Mhm.
People get to a certain age and they realize they still don't really know themselves as an individual because they've been over consumed with their organization and they took on their organization as their personal identity.
Mhm.
Or the story was about trauma, hurt, abuse, and now they're at a point to where they're either feeling remorseful for their participation in that, or they are at a point to they're ready to release what they experienced in order to get those Greek letters, like hazing, experiencing abuse from other people on the line, or big sisters or big brothers, or other people in the organization. I really do have the belief that people should feel free to make any change necessary to make them happy.
Mhm.
And it's a harmless change. If you don't want to be a part of an organization, don't be a part of the organization. That's fine.
Mhm.
But I do find it really sad that people, when they come out and they have these stories and these personal testimonies, people are not supporting. When I look at the comments, they're not supporting. They're almost calling them out. Like, how dare you speak about our Black organizations that do so much for the community? How dare you talk about negatively? And it's like, wait a minute, I'm talking about my experience.
Mhm.
What this is about me. Why do you think when these conversations happen, specifically about Greek organizations, why do you think people take it so personally as it's an attack on the entire Black community, as opposed to that person just speaking out on their individual experience?
I think it's because the organizations were created to find some unity amongst Black people. And that's what they were created for when they were created. Because the AKAs was first, and then the Deltas came from the AKAs, you know what I'm saying? And then so forth
Mhm.
and so on. So they were created as clubs initially, amongst Black people to do community services and stuff like that. But I think over the years, it has evolved into something different for some people. And I think that something different is with the hazing and people losing their lives and people not checking it in the moment and saying, hey, you're going too far with the hazing. Nobody should get a
Mhm.
phone call that their child has passed away or is in the hospital or, something like that. That's that's not community service. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's you taking somebody's child and going too far with them. So
Mhm.
that could be a portion of it, but I know that they were because Dr. Martin Luther King was an alpha. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
they were centered around community based things. Now, what it has evolved into now in present day, it probably has gotten away from it. So people are like, hey, y'all done got away from the message. So I'm gonna go ahead
Right.
and step out. But I think that's part of it because, what was it like last year or a year before? A young man that was pledging Omega, he passed away. And,
One of
so
the
I think it's a
videos that
lot
I
of
saw,
that.
the young lady, she was saying that her line had her eating dog food for a week straight when she was pledging. Like they were eating dog food, and that was a part of their crossover
Initiation.
process,
Yeah.
initiation process. And she was like, you know what? I just got to the point where I was thinking about it, like, why would, and now not thinking of it as a 17-year-old girl, but now thinking of it as 30 some years old, like, why would I want to be a part of something that
Yeah.
dehumanize me in that way? But that comes with adult thinking, right?
Right.
If I was to come out online and say, you know what, I don't want to be a part of this organization because they abused and manipulated me, I would be
Yeah.
so hurt if people came back and said, girl, that ain't happened to you because it ain't happened to me in my chapter, so it ain't happened to you. And
Right.
it's like the audacity. We have organizations, global organizations, local organizations, and everything in between that were created out of good, right? So we
Mm-hmm.
got like Boys and Girls Club, the Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, all these different, Big Brother,
Mm-hmm.
Big Sister, right? All these things that were put in place for the good of people. But we also know that whenever there's good, evil tries to present itself. That's just the
Yeah.
nature of it. And there are people who were part of the organizations that I just named that came out and said, you know what, I was abused, I was essayed, I experienced some really ugly things. My big brother, my big sister did something to me. And people
My
come out
scout
with all
leader.
kind of testimony. My scout
Yeah.
leader, like, we know these things happen because the reputation of an organization is built by individuals. You can't
Yeah.
guarantee every single individual signed up for this job for the good of the people. It's same
Yeah.
thing with like teachers. It's some teachers that sign up to be a teacher simply because they have access to kids.
Yes. Did you see the
So
teacher in Pontiac? Did you see the teacher in Pontiac that cussed the kids
no,
out? Baby.
uh-uh.
She said, "Oh, we having people coming up here to jump people." She was like, "F your mama. Have your mama come." I was just like, "You want to teach?" Yeah, it was a
It's
lot.
sticky out here in the schools,
Yes,
honey.
it is.
But we need the black folks, we need to remove sensitivity when it comes to topics like that. We need to stop it. We
Yeah,
can't get so wrapped up in our identity and making sure that we appear to be a certain way that we're not actually
yeah,
ensuring we are a certain way. Instead
yeah,
of dismissing your Greek brother or sister,
yeah.
write them a love letter, write them an apology letter. Say, you know what, we want to know the names of the people that put you through that. Those should be the people denouncing the letters. Those are the people we don't want representing our organization, as opposed to immediately outcasting this person and saying that didn't happen to you. Or
I
why
think
you
it's
saying publicly? Nobody want to hear that.
yeah, and the thing about that with people being upset about it is just that they are rooted in it's supposed to be a secret society type deal thing. Like you're not supposed to speak about it publicly. Just like the Freemasons. We
Baby, my
never
audition
hear
ain't about to be no secret.
and but that's what I'm saying. Like people move like it's supposed to be a secret and all that stuff. But at the same time, if somebody comes out and says it, like you said, contact them and say, hey, what can I do to help you? Don't demonize
Hmm.
them, don't dehumanize them, and don't traumatize them twice. Like
Hmm.
go to them and talk to them and say, hey, what can I do to help you heal from this situation? And also the
Hmm.
person that's going through it or is denouncing it, make sure you get the help you need to heal from it too. It's like because you
Mm-hmm.
might not find it within the organization because they might see you
Right.
as you are outsider now because you're speaking against it. You got to be okay with being that. You know what I'm saying? But you got to get the help that you need to heal from it as well. So it's it's a twofold thing. Don't demonize them, but also get the help to heal from
Yes.
it.
Yeah, don't put everybody in the same trick bag. And no, it didn't happen in your chapter. And yes, your chapter actually does community service. Your chapter didn't do any satanic rituals and all that crazy stuff. But guess what? Her chapter did. Her
Yeah.
chapter actually did that. So
Yeah, your
I,
chapter didn't haze you, but somebody else's chapter definitely did. And
yeah,
it's organizations across the board, black and white. You know what I'm saying?
yes,
Because the white
yes,
ones they be making them drink till they throw up, and I'm just like,
yes.
what part of initiation do y'all got? What who told y'all that this was
Mm-hmm,
somebody got to drink till they throw up or till the ambulance come?
mm-hmm,
You know what I'm saying? So
yes.
it's just like I
And
feel
these
like the
are
hazing.
children.
Yes, the hazing is the part that gets out of control. You can you can have somebody feel like they want to be a part of your organization without hazing them.
Mhm.
And I just
You
think
can
that
have
that's the
somebody
part
be
that
a part of your organization for sure without hazing them. It's not
you
required because
can.
honestly, you should be paying attention to what their grades are, their
Yes,
reputation on campus, their morals, their values, their ethics. All of
yeah,
those things is what you should be evaluating, not whether or not they can eat
right.
dog food. Come on now.
Yeah, yeah, that's too far. Having somebody eat dog food,
Mhm.
that's too far. Yeah.
So
But
all of those people who decide to denounce, I'm personally saying I support whatever decision you make, and no, it's not a dark spot on the Black community. And in order for us to continue to be great, some things got to come to the light so we can fix it. It is what it is.
yep. And get the help. I always say get the help that you need to heal from a
Mm-hmm.
situation. Cause
Mm-hmm.
if you feel traumatized, you need to get help for that trauma.
You need to
Absolutely.
get help. You need to get help. So I don't know why 50 Cent thought T.I. was the one or the two. He don't know that man got a little man complex and he'll fight anybody about his. I don't know. I don't understand. Now,
First of all,
I,
let me start here.
okay, go
If
ahead.
Tip will run up on Floyd Mayweather, who has registered his hands as
And I think
weapons.
that was before retirement, wasn't it?
It was before retirement because Floyd was making a hard press to try to woo Tiny away from Tip. He ran up on that man and wanted all the smoke. I don't know why 50 is playing with Clifford Tip Harris. He not the one, the two, the three, nothing. He don't
To the
play
10,000
about
power.
he don't play about Tamika at all or his family.
So if I rewind it back, I saw an interview with T.I. T.I. was discussing with the interviewer that he was
Mhm.
interested in doing the verses. He wanted to do
Yeah.
his verses against 50 Cent, and they discussed it in passing and had like a mutual conversation about it in
Yeah.
person, face to face. 50
Yeah.
Cent acted as if he was interested in doing the competition, just friendly competition, two vets, just, doing it for
Yeah.
fun. We've seen it several times with other veterans in the game. However,
Yeah.
when it came time to actually finalizing and start moving forward with plans, 50 Cent was doing like spin moves and not really being direct, saying that he didn't want to do it. He was kind of more being passive about it. And T.I. kind of was like, I don't really respect that. Like, how could you tell me to my face that you are 100% down to do something, but then behind the scenes, after the fact, behind my back or whatever, you really don't want to do it? Like, we're men. You should be able to just say you don't want to do it.
Right.
I totally respect what T.I. was saying. It was a very straightforward, common sense kind of question. Like, Negro, just say you don't want to do it. To me,
That's it.
he didn't say anything that was like offensive. He did say, I don't respect it as a man. That's the kind of stuff I don't respect. I don't think him stating that in itself was disrespectful because 50, if you did it, you did it, baby. He don't respect it. Case
And that's
closed.
and that's cool. And that's cool. He don't have to respect it.
He don't have to respect it. But this man goes to social media, and I'm talking about 50 Cent, goes to social media and start doing what he do, trolling the memes, the posts, the kikiing, the type of stuff T.I. said he don't respect. That's what he
Mm-hmm.
went to start doing. And for whatever reason, the low hanging fruit started
Yeah.
attacking his family. And the first on the list was Tiny. I
Yeah.
am so sick and tired of folks coming for Tiny. I am
She's so
so tired
sweet.
of it. She's so
She's so
sweet and
sweet.
she mind her business. She don't bother
Yep.
nobody. She be making sure her kids is straight and
Yep.
her man is straight. She do her shows with her group, pop
Yep.
out and go home.
That's
And
it.
that's it. You don't hear no drama from Tiny publicly or even rumored behind the scenes that Tiny be doing stuff with folks. I
No.
don't understand why people just constantly pick on this lady. Like it's getting disgusting. It's
It is.
already disgusting at this point.
It is. Cause she's a sweetheart. She is a sweetheart. And you targeting her just shows just how lame you are, Curtis Jackson.
Yeah, he's a
And
miserable
now
person.
he is. And that's the thing. Like, nobody wants to call him out on being miserable, but the Harris family have because King and Damani is dragging him for filth. And they're doing it in the music. King is doing it mean for mean. Now, I know Tip said he's not happy about what King is doing.
He said
He said
specifically about King because he know King his turn up child. He said I put in too
it's
much
one.
work on this one.
Yeah, it's one in every family, and King is the one for them. And he
He
said,
look crash out.
I have done so much to keep him in line. And he said, now that it is a justifiable reason for him to do this, is undoing everything that I taught him. He
And
said
we
it's
know we have seen
justifiable.
King journey. We saw him get a whooping on live before.
Yes, 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 yes. King has come a long way, child. He has. King is a father, so you know he didn't came a long way. But just like T.I. said, he said, I have done so much work to keep him off the ledge, and now it's just justifiable. But the one thing that I can credit T.I. for saying, he said the women and children in this family now know there is a line of men that will
Mm-hmm.
defend. And that's what I appreciate. And that's what 50 don't have. Like, you don't have nobody, sir. Nobody is defending you. You got Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder. That's it. Ain't nobody over there with you telling you, Curtis, stop. Curtis, this is too much. Curtis, you doing too much. Curtis, get in the booth. Because the two diss songs you released, trash. You could have kept them. You
No,
already,
this is definitely an example of somebody who, again, has no value because
no.
who just randomly goes after the women and children? We're having conversation as men. As a man, I directly said I don't respect you, and
Yeah,
you don't say anything about me, the person
right.
who actually said it, and you go around me and you talk about the woman. You're a coward at that point because I am highly suspicious of men who are not able to have direct conflict with other men.
Absolutely. Me too. Because that means when you getting checked, you don't have no comeback. You ain't got no spine. You scared. You can't talk to a man because
You can't talk to a man.
Tip is talking directly to you. And when he
Mhm.
said, like, he like Miss
Mhm.
Tina, I think with Stephanie Mills, Miss Tina Knowles, and a couple other women was like they posted beautiful pictures of Tiny and saying that you're beautiful, we love you. 50, you start posting pictures of Miss Tina. Tip had to jump right back in the fire, like, how Miss Tina get in this? He was like,
Mhm.
I'm defending every woman that has been abused by this man, and he was like, and I won't smoke.
And he ain't
It's
give it to him.
no, all he did was went back to trolling. It's like 50. You are a coward. You're a sensitive coward. So I don't see how you're existing in life if you sensitive and a coward. Because even with the things that you're doing, you're showing that you're corny. You're lame. You're a lame with money, and that is possible. You can be lame
Oh,
with money.
absolutely. Absolutely.
So don't think they can't
Absolutely.
coexist. You can be a lame with money. And just because you have money, that don't mean you can just put your foot on people because Clifford Harris ain't gonna allow that. And a lot
Okay.
of men aren't. And if we're being perfectly honest, I think he's jealous of every man who is married because take a look at everybody that 50 always take an aim at. We're gonna take Diddy out of the equation because that's an easy punching bag. But he always taking shots at Jay-Z. You don't have Sean Carter money. That's what you mad about. You're not insulated like Sean Carter. You're not married with children and being doing positive things in the community like Sean Carter. So you jealous of that. T.I. got a whole family, kids, wife, grandkids that love them, his mother. They have a whole unit that love on each other. You don't have that. So, of course, you're going to go at the women in the family.
Mhm.
But the men are dragging you to hell. Sean Carter is going to pay you dust because that's what he do. Nobody's getting him outside of his tax bracket. No way. But Clifford Harris and his kids are dragging you for filth. So it's
Yeah.
like you're
And he
jealous
deserves
of
every bit
people.
of it.
Yeah, you're jealous of people who have a family unit because you don't have one. Just say that. Just say you're jealous. You don't have nobody that love you for real. Just say that.
And he don't. Speaking of not loving, child, 50 would be the type of parent that I would have to go no contact with. Okay?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
He the
And
perfect example of somebody I would have to leave in the dust.
his son Marquise, drag him for filth every other year. And he is the parent
Me too.
because you're mean and spiteful and
Dude.
not somebody that I want to be around because you're miserable yourself. And I don't blame a lot of kids for wanting to step away from parents who are their own worst enemy. How
It's kind of
am
sad when you somebody who could have it on, but you choose to like self sabotage in that way, and just
yes,
the display of how he's so boldly displaying his lack of emotional maturity, and he just,
yes,
I mean, he just boldly displayed the fact that he's still very much so a child in a lot of ways, and that's
yeah,
unfortunate because 50 Cent really could be a pillar. He really could. His
yeah,
testimony, real powerful on paper. When you really
yeah,
read what his life was, he could have been a crazy statistic.
yeah.
And he's overcome a lot. And it's sad to see that even at this age, he still hasn't leaned into the positive aspect of that.
Cause now I'm
Now,
looking at it. I'm looking at it now like I see why you got shot. You know
okay,
what I'm saying?
where the shooter go? Where he go?
Lord forgive me, but
We
I
need
do.
nine
I
more
see why.
times.
You're like, Lord, forgive me. I do, but I do understand. I understand, Lord. I understand, Lord.
I really like Jamel Hill. I really adore her content that she's been putting out lately. She
Hmm.
has a new podcast and stuff, and she was recently in an interview with Oprah Winfrey talking about her book, and talking about how she recently herself had to go, well, not recently, within the last 2-3 years, she said, go no contact with her dad. And pretty much a situation where her dad was dealing with drugs the majority of her childhood, got to adulthood, now he's clean. She's like, you know what? He can't be my dad as in raising me, but we can build a really strong friendship within adulthood. Unfortunately, he still was not able to build a relationship with her and didn't really see her as a person, started just asking for money all the time, always would have negative things to say about her book. He was upset that he wasn't in her book more. And she's like, well, you would have had to been in my life more to be in my life story, my book about my life story, and you wasn't in my life, and I don't get it.
Right.
And she was like, you know what, between the money, us getting into it over other things, other stories that she didn't mention while she was in the interview, she was like, you know what, I just don't need this relationship. Like, what's the point?
Right.
I also saw Ari the Don,
Yeah.
Moneybag Yo, current girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, child, who knows?
Yeah.
And G Herbo, baby mama,
Mhm.
social media influencer. She
Mhm.
was sitting down with her dad
Yes.
in her reality show, and her dad basically was like, what do you want from me? I pay my child support. And
Yeah.
it was sad because she was just like, I wanted to know about your life. Like, I don't want anything. I just wanted to know who you are as a person and what
Yeah.
were you doing in my absence. He wasn't able to have that conversation with her, and it was almost like she was a nuisance. Like, why are you trying to talk to me? Like, I pay my child support.
Yeah, I
I
felt bad for Ari. I felt bad for
That shit
Ari
was
in
a
that
kid.
instance because she really was trying to like forgive him and move forward. And he just was like, well, I saw you on the internet, so I figured you was okay. And she was just like, the internet? She said, I don't care about the internet. I don't care about none of this. I care about having a relationship with you. And he just couldn't get it. He didn't get it. And I was
He
just like,
couldn't get it. You know why he couldn't get it?
yes,
Because he was like, I wouldn't want one with you. So
yeah,
why would you want one with me? Why would you want a relationship with a person that ain't been thinking about you? That's how his
yes,
energy was.
yeah. And she truly was hurt. Like, but that explains her aggression. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That explains where her aggression comes from towards men. And I will say that in this current relationship, she said she had to understand that she can't be so aggressive like she normally is because he's a man. Like she had to humble herself and say, I'm with a man that love me. I can't be rah, 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 rah all the time. So I think this relationship had matured her. But that daddy, I would have told that nigga kick rocks. I won't call you no more.
Okay. I I understood where Jamel Hill was coming from. I've had to go no contact with a parent before. It was just a thing. You're not about to stress me out, right?
Yeah,
You're just not about to do it. And
yeah.
sometimes they come around, and sometimes they
Sometimes.
don't.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't understand how people feel like children are obligated to be a part of their mess. That's what's so crazy to me. Children are not obligated to be involved in whatever lifestyle that you choose. There's, even as a child, people can go to the courts and get emancipated. If the kids say, I don't want to deal with this craziness, I
Yeah.
don't have
Like release me. Release
release
me.
me immediately. Okay?
Yeah.
Release.
Yeah.
Um, I really want to do a overview of her book one day because she has some really good, really, really, really good gems in there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Now, dating publicly. Are we talking about social media dating? People who just post their whole life online? Are we talking about the people who are not even on social media, but they go out their way to call you on your phone and tell you all the details of their relationship? Are we talking about those people too? Because we had people who dated publicly prior to
Yeah.
social media, and they got on my nerves just as much, if not more.
Um. Well, the thing came from Cash Doll. She recently said that she is not dating publicly again until she's engaged, which is on a different level because she's a celebrity. I get it. You know, her last two relationships were very high profile and they ended very high profile. You know what I'm saying? So I get it from her. But some people are making money off of dating publicly. So I mean,
It's levels.
it
It's
is.
levels. So when I think of like the influencers
Mm-hmm.
who make it a job, their relationship is actually the job itself, and they get
Yeah.
clicks and views showing the intimacies and intricacies of their relationship. I'm anti
Yeah.
that.
Me too.
I'm also anti secrets dating in secret. I don't think there's I don't think it's necessary to like hide the person or go out of your way to put like the emoji on their head and posting the picture with all. Don't post the doggone picture if you got to do all that. Come on,
them
nobody asked for
emojis,
these
them
outfits.
emojis take me out. Them emojis take me
They
right
take
clean
me
out.
out because it's like you want to be seen. You
Right.
just don't want no accountability to who you with,
Right.
but you want to be
Right.
seen.
Right.
Nobody asked for that emoji picture. And then I think about people like other celebrities, right? Like Denzel and his wife, Viola and her husband,
Mm-hmm.
Samuel and
Mm-hmm.
his wife, Boris Kojo and Nicole Army Parker. These
Michelle
people
and
are not
Barack.
secret. Michelle
Michelle
and
and
Barack.
Barack.
It's not a secret, but they
Yeah.
also don't tell us their business. It's
Right.
like you
Yeah.
can not be a secret, but also not tell us your business. Those are
Right.
not all encompassing. I think your age group and younger just lack boundaries.
I agree. And people gotta stop using social media as their diary. That's where the issues come in. You put on social media, he pushed me down the stairs. 2 days later, oh, that's my baby. I love him. The fuck? And then in the same breath say, respect my relationship. Don't be all in my business. Well, you just said he pushed you down the steps. Now he your baby. Like, what you
And
want us
then
to
you mad that
do?
we like, sis, you need to get out of there. That's dangerous. Now you mad at us. We all took the same domestic violence courses in high school. These are the stories. We're saying get out
Right,
of there. Help,
right.
please.
And same for the guys. She tried to run me over with her car. Oh, I'm gonna take my girl some flowers to work and take her some lunch. Sir, did you just
She
say
had me up last night. She cut my dreads out my head. And then next thing you know, they got the
we get?
holiday matching pajama pictures.
It's like what? Like, what do y'all want us to do with this? That's the
This is too
part of
much.
public dating.
Take me out the group chat.
That's
I
the
don't want
part
to
that
be here.
that's the part. Take me out. I don't wanna be involved anymore. Like control or delete. Delete me so I won't have to do this with you every other day. Every
And they
other
be
day.
blaming it on social media. Y'all was the same ones getting on the phone, getting on the house phone, telling everybody your business. Child, don't blame it
Right.
on social media. You would have been messy without it.
Yep. No, they getting on the bullhorn and yelling it from the rooftop, saying he pushed me. I love him. She stabbed me. I love her. We getting married tomorrow. Why?
What's
Why?
Royce Reed from Basketball Wives? What's her baby daddy
Yeah.
name?
Oh, the White Howard. Yeah, that whole debacle with him and his wife, Amy. I seen that. I was just like, girl, you gonna pull all
Baby,
the
when she
drugs?
said she was with him not even 2 years, she said 14 months or something. Okay.
Yes, she
Her
did.
marriage ain't even a toddler yet.
Yeah.
Okay. And you talking about, I don't want to leave my husband. I love this man, but now it's affecting me. But when it was affecting the kids and you supposed to be the stepmama, when it was affecting the
Right.
kids, you didn't have no problem. But now it's affecting you, baby. You on live with drugs in your hand. You don't think this is crazy?
I was like, did she take him away from him, or is she finna use him? Are you taking him to the police department? What's going
Girl,
on?
you don't know what's in there. You don't know if it's Fenty. Okay.
Right.
You don't know if she. I thought for a second, I said, "Don't let this child pass out on live." She in the live like this, and
Yeah.
I'm like, "Ooh, I hope there ain't nothing up in them
Like,
things laced up," and she just pass out on the line.
yes. I was just like,
This is the
what?
type of drama I don't want to be a part of.
No, no. Take me out the matrix of it. I don't even want
Maybe
to
I don't
be
know what those rocks were. I don't know what those because the show didn't look like white powder. It didn't look like that.
no. No.
It was rocked up. I
Yes.
said, I don't do that.
I
What
didn't
is
know if
that?
it was meth or the cocaine you mixed with the baking soda. I didn't care. Ma'am, you shouldn't have had it on your live because the people is coming to arrest you for having it if you're not taking it to them to say that you took it from
You gotta
him.
go to jail too, Amy. You gotta go to jail
Yes,
too. You was on a live like this with
yes,
paraphernalia.
yes.
Are you
No,
slow?
not paraphernalia, the product. She was on live with product.
The
Like,
bag.
girl, what?
She had the whole gallon Ziploc. You're over the limit of ounces. You're going to
Yes,
jail.
you're going to
You're
jail for
going to jail.
accessory.
And
You're
you want to talk about you
accessory.
don't want to leave your husband and you in the car crying over this?
Girl, I would have been on the nearest thing smoking away from him. All my stuff would have
She's
been packed.
still in the annulment phase. Baby, the way the lawyer would be on speed down, ain't no way.
Ain't no
What is
way.
trauma like this? Who just for trauma? We knew Dwight was crazy. I don't even know the man, and I knew he was crazy.
And my thing is, if he has allegedly been with men, girl, read the fucking room.
And some women like that. Not even gonna lie. It's too much for me. It's too much mixing and matching for me.
Me too.
Some women like it. I'll it was other very sadistic things
Yeah.
that people who've encountered him
Yes.
have testified
Oh
about
yeah, multiple
publicly.
women. Multiple women have said he is an
And they
abuser.
honestly they said the bisexuality was the least of the worry.
Yeah, he's very abusive. Most of them say he's very abusive, but I think that's the reason why he just live your truth. You won't abuse women if you live in your truth.
It's all too exhausting. Okay.
Yeah.
The lady in the snuggie can't handle this. Take me out the group.
But the
Okay.
thing, as far as like dating publicly, like you said, nobody should be a secret, but you don't have to tell all your business. You know what I'm saying?
What did we learn in that class? Not a secret.
Secret.
Don't tell
Tell
your
your
business.
business. That's
Yes.
it. That's the moral of the story.
Yes.
It can happen.
That's
You
the
can
moral of
date
the story.
publicly. It's possible. You can do both.
You can do both.
Yeah.
Now, Clifton Powell had me cracking up, baby, at this last podcast visit that he made. Uncle had me cackling. Okay. He was so turned up. He was so turned up. Clifton Powell was on a podcast. Okay. The podcast was kind of like a roundtable discussion with different men who were just speaking on their experiences growing up and how they've matured and gained knowledge throughout the years. And to sum it up, the debate was whether or not men are solely responsible for gaining their knowledge of manhood independent
Mm-hmm.
of women.
Okay.
Argue. It was a lot of perspectives I didn't know until I got involved with women, and women opened my eyes to a lot of things, and I didn't know what I didn't know. I didn't know until I realized I didn't know it.
Okay.
Homeboy across the table, never seen the guy. I don't know if he's some kind of like behind the scenes or celebrity or he was just like a regular person who was just a guest on the pod. But he was very upset, and he immediately said he was triggered because Clifton reminded him of his daddy. But he was upset, saying that it's no way at your big old age you still don't know better on certain things. That at a certain point you have to take into account your own learning process. Um,
I can concur.
I can concur. I think there is a limitation on how long you can piggyback off of other people.
Right.
Um, we do know there is a group of men who go from woman to woman to woman, right?
Yep.
You have this woman, you drag her through the mud, she lifts you up, she do all these things, you build with her, and then you don't want her no more. By the end of it, you didn't drag her through the mud. She done went through all this trauma. The next time you get with somebody and you get the best of the best. I hate to
Mm-hmm.
say it, but I feel like Steve Harvey is a good example of that.
Oh, girl, yes. Like Marjorie has the best version of him. She got the
Yeah,
best
I
version of
feel like
him.
he's a good example of that starter wife, that first wives club is a hard club to be in
And
sometimes because baby,
his second wife got drugged too. It wasn't until the third
mm-hmm,
wife where she's getting the best of him.
mm-hmm. um I do find that process to be problematic, but Clifton Powell and Steve Harvey are also a part of the same generation, and I do believe for
Yeah.
men of that age, accessibility to like mental health services, to like the social dynamics has changed drastically between that
Yeah.
generation and that young man's generation who would say he reminded him of his daddy. He was like around
Yeah.
my age group. So I feel it's a stark difference between the men of that era versus the men of this era. I noticed the improvement. I
Yes.
noticed the improvement.
Yeah. Because a
We
lot of
still got a
them,
long way to go.
yeah, but a lot
Still a
of them are,
long, hard road ahead.
yeah, a lot of
It's a
them
long way to go.
are intentionally making the changes. Like they're breaking the generational curses and saying, my daddy was absent. He was on BS a lot. I'm not going to do that to my kids.
Mm-hmm.
I'm choosing to make sure that my kids don't experience the trauma that I went through. And it's intentional. Like they're doing it on purpose. They're being better fathers. And even if them and the mother aren't together, they're still being intentional with their kids and showing them that, hey, we can co-parent even though we're not in the house together. I'm not going to allow you to go through what I went through. And even when they're married, they're more present. They're like, I saw my mama on the couch, tired, and my daddy was at work. I'm not going to let my wife go through that. I'm going to share some of the responsibility in rearing these kids and running this household. So I'm seeing the intentional push to be better. Like you said, we got some that be like, I'm still gonna rock over there. But a lot
Yeah.
of them are making the intentional push to be better than the previous generation. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it all. I'm here for the growth. I'm here for the
What I
breaking of
thought
the
was
generational
great about
curse.
the conversation that Clifton Powell was able to admit out loud that you know
Mm-hmm.
what? A lot of us men aren't that smart. We aren't. A lot of us, we pretend to be. We have this bravado about us. We,
Yeah.
have this know-it-all energy when it comes to dealing with women. We want to dominate the relationship, but we
Yeah.
honestly don't know more than them. And it took a long time for me to realize, I'm just now realizing. And I think his realization, based upon what he was saying, was that I'm now at this point in my life and I'm reflecting back on this other interview where he was going over his life story. And he said he was a terrible husband. He was cheating all the time. He was staying out late. He was gambling. He wasn't coming home at night. He was out with the boys, lying about his whereabouts. And he was
Mm-hmm.
just not a good husband. And
Yeah.
so now at 60 something years old, you're sitting down and you're like, wow, I could have had this lifestyle. And if I
Yep.
didn't make these particular decisions, I
Right.
would be here instead of there.
Right.
Um, Unfortunately, it takes some men to go through that experience to be able to look back. But as far as this generation now, I think because there's so many public examples, social media has
Yeah.
helped a lot with that.
Yeah.
The public downfall of seeing what happens when men dismantle their own families, it is a form of self
Yes.
sabotage.
It
They're
is.
able to see in real time what the effects are
Yeah.
when you choose the outside world versus your family. So
Facts. That's
I
that's
thought it
true.
was really interesting. The energy at the table was turned up, child. I was cracking up because when homeboy came back and said he reminded me of my daddy. Ooh.
He was triggered. He was definitely triggered. He was triggered. Like this. He's like, this nigga about to make me come outside my body. Cause you remind me of my daddy. So yeah.
And do give old school black daddy energy.
He
I'm sorry.
do.
He
He
do.
do.
He
He
do.
do. He do. And it's like it's nothing he can do about it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the
No.
generation he comes from.
Baby,
But
wasn't nothing I could tell my daddy. Nothing.
no, no.
Nothing.
But that young man was living in real time his triggers. He was real time
Mm-hmm.
triggers. Yeah.
Yes, he was ready to flip over the table, okay? I was cracking up. I had to catch myself. I'm like, okay, his feelings is really hurt. Let me not laugh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Poor baby.
Now, full circle, because at the top of the episode today, we were talking about our happy spaces and what we enjoy
Yes.
and,
Yes.
the things that perk us up through the week, okay? And
Yes.
we were so excited for the return of Bridgerton. Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
This
Yes. Yes.
season is done. All the episodes are out.
Yes.
Okay. And I'm just going to say straight up, no
Okay.
chaser.
Okay.
Anthony and Kate still my favorite.
That's your favorite season.
That's still my favorite season. Queen
Okay.
Charlotte is number one as far as like the whole thing as a whole, right? The whole
Right.
brand.
Mm-hmm.
Queen Charlotte's my
Mm-hmm.
number one. But when it comes to Bridgerton specifically,
Mm-hmm.
Kate and Anthony are still my favorite. Um,
Okay.
However, Sophie
That's
pissed
that's
me
that's
off.
season two. So okay, so season two is your favorite.
Yes.
You because you didn't care for season three with Penelope revealing herself.
It wasn't Penelope. Penelope carried the whole show
She
to
did.
me, in my opinion. She carried the entire season.
She did.
Um, and Cressida, they carried the entire season.
They did.
I did not like Colin in his like dumbfounded ways.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
Colin
didn't
was.
understand it.
And it took for somebody else to bring it to his realization that Penelope was the one that loved him the most. That was the part that
He,
was like,
he was
Colin.
like, "What she do?"
Yeah. Yeah.
You said nobody else wrote you while you was away traveling.
Right.
She was the only
Right.
one. Your mama didn't
Yeah.
even do it. You talking about what?
Right. Yeah. His aloofness
Her.
was off-putting. Yeah. He's very aloof.
And then I just realized now seeing him the president of the Husband Cheese Club, that baby
Yeah.
just slow.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Just a
He
little
is.
special.
He delayed. He delayed in his
Yeah,
thinking.
he a little delayed.
Yeah.
But once you get him the instructions, he got his wife because baby, he was trailing her the entire
He
season.
was.
I love my wife. That's the energy he was giving every time he was on the screen. I just love
My
my
wife.
wife.
Now you said Miss Sophie. What smoke you got from Miss Sophie?
Yeah, piss me off because I don't care. I wouldn't have been in jail because by the time I got to my car, I would have been like, look, okay,
Uh-huh.
this the tea that shot to get me. Okay, she lied on my top, and I know you got the resources to clean this up. Who your lawyer? Okay,
Yeah.
I'll work.
Yeah.
I'll work for you if you pay my legal fees. Okay,
Yeah.
you don't even have to pay me, but I need that will checked out. This my daddy. I know my daddy didn't go without leaving me something.
Yeah.
But a millionaire in that
Yes.
time, when you do
Yeah.
the exchange of funds and to compare, he left her a millionaire. I would have been snitching because once they kept asking, um, where you learn to read,
Yeah.
where you from, who your peoples, that was your window to be like, well, actually,
Right.
Lord Pitwood,
Yes. It's my daddy.
actually, okay, the Dowager Pitwood that don't like me. Okay,
Yeah.
she mad.
Yeah.
I just would have been snitching. The way it was so drawn out
Yeah.
in the first half, I did not like that. And then I felt like the second half was rushed a little bit, especially when they got to the last little bit of like working out the plan and whatnot of
Yeah.
how they were going to present it to the queen. It was just, to me, it was very rushed. And I also did not like the fact homegirl Sophie had to spend a night in jail, but the evil stepmama ain't getting no jail time, and she didn't forge the doggone will.
Yeah. Like I said, I wanted Sophie to run her a fade.
Mink, mink,
Cause
mink.
because ever since my daddy died, you've been a horrible, evil witch to me. So you owe me a fade. I didn't steal them clips off them raggedy ass shoes. Your daughter gave them to me and they turned out to be fake. So you
From
definitely
Timo.
you need to run me the fade. That's what I wanted Sophie to do. But kudos to Benedict, because true to the Bridgerton family men, once they obsessed with a woman, they're obsessed. Once they
They
want them,
upset.
they're gonna get them. Once they get into their knight in shining armor phase of things, oh, they gonna get their way. So that's
They
just true to
love to be a
fashion.
hero child.
What? Like to put that cape on, baby, and fly and soar to the rescue, baby, every time. So I knew she was gonna be okay because he was obsessed. Same obsession that Anthony had with Kate. When they are obsessed with these women, it's a done deal. It's nothing that you can do to stop them from getting
I will
what they
never
need.
get out of my head Kate walking past Anthony and he smelled all of those oils and all of those
Yes,
smells. Remember, he was sniffing the air. I said, "Oh, that man gone. He is
gone,
gone out of there,
gone.
out of there." And we don't stand a chance.
Don't stand a chance, baby. She could have just packed it up then. So yeah, once those Bridgerton men are in the obsessed mode, like they can't breathe or think or do nothing without the women, it's over. It's over.
It's a wrap. I was not totally okay. upset about Benedict presenting the idea of her being a mistress. And the reason why I was not totally upset, because I was like, girl, you should have been telling who you was anyway. That's what you get. Okay? You should have been told them. Secondly, what else was he gonna offer at that point in time? He was like,
Yeah,
what else can I give? I'm the second son, like, what else do I have to give you? And I feel like the offer of being a mistress was more so a representation of his insecurities, if you really think about it.
Right.
And Sophie, her own personal trauma, she assumed it was like, because I'm me, he offered the position of a mistress, not realizing Benedict was dealing with a lot of insecurities himself. And I can appreciate this season that they flushed through that, because that scene with him and Lady Danbury looking at the baby from a distance, the new heir, the Viscount title, it was very insightful on how he really felt about himself being the second son all of these years. He didn't feel special. He didn't feel like he was worthy of a lot of things. His own personal talents, he would constantly put aside and not really fully dive into his own talents, because he was busy chasing that second son position, making sure that he's the supporting actor, so to speak, of the family. So I like that they were able to flush through that. People who are not really thinking on the emotional level, they hear the mistress offer and they like, how dare he? But the man really didn't think he had anything else to offer her. He really didn't.
No. And that was his way of protecting her.
To the Mom Rich family. Shout out to them, because they were the Bridgerton therapists this season.
Yes, they were. They did a great job. The Mondrich family did a great job. The husband and the wife. They did a good job. And before we wrap this up, I know in the book that Michaela was initially Michael, and that Francesca and Michael got together in the book. However, I wanted to add just my little spin of drama to it. He didn't. Lord Kilmartin didn't start having headaches until Michaela came. So I want to put the drama on the floor that she poisoned her cousin and made him have the headaches, had the aneurysm, died. He died, and she went back. Now I'm gonna add my twist to the drama.
Michaela in general, I think she's
me either.
I'm like, this lady is in who follows newlyweds back and forth like this. This is weird. Okay. The family got enough money for you to have a rental in London if you wanted to. You didn't have to stay there. As a matter of fact, her and Eloise was cool. I would have been like, girl, can I stay with y'all? Instead of going over there with them, I don't want to be in the house where they getting the house together and they getting it settled in and all that stuff. I don't want to be bored in Scotland in the Highlands, but I also don't want to be with them. Y'all's my people. The way they presented her in the show, she was just kind of overbearing. And I'm having a hard time seeing. Yes. I'm having a hard time transitioning from seeing her as a nuisance to believing that her and Francesca are gonna have a romance. Like, how do you go from that to this? At least they should have been hinting, I would say, in season 1 that Francesca wanted to be with women. They should have been hinting that a long time ago. So it wouldn't be so awkward at this point in time. I don't know. I just feel like it would have been a smoother transition and I wouldn't be so irritated with.
Yeah, I don't like Michaela. At the end. Yeah, she did. And that's why I'm like, he didn't start having these headaches till she got there. What you do to him? What you do?
You like a murder in the first?
Yes. Cause he didn't.
You do?
Did he say he had a headache before Michaela got there?
He didn't. He didn't.
That's my conspiracy theory right there. Didn't. She killed her cousin.
You got your little tinfoil hat on right now. You know the aliens are talking to you. That's your conspiracy theory. You can have it. You can have it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That she had with Violet Bridgerton, Francesca, where she was explaining to her mom that yeah, we're both widows, but we're not on the same level, baby.
No.
I didn't even get as far as you got.
Yeah. You had
Um,
8 kids. I couldn't give him one. That was powerful. That was powerful.
yeah, I couldn't give them one, and they were still with just got their house set up. They just decorated.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
She ain't even get to fuss at her husband about taking his shoes off.
Nope. Nope.
That's messed up.
It is.
That's quite traumatizing.
It is.
Her mama and go back and forth with her about it or try to press that they're one and the same. So I did appreciate that. Violet does a really good job with her kids. The way they write her in the story, I don't know if she's the same in the books, but she's highly involved in like the raising of her kids, which was quite different from women of her prestige at that particular time.
Yeah, she's never stopped parenting even into adulthood, in which I can appreciate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I can't wait to see what they're going to do with next season.
Me too.
Honestly, I hope they do like a partial spinoff, kind of how they did like Queen Charlotte, because I want to be in Lady Danbury business.
Me too.
I want to know what she's doing abroad. I want to know about her life story and how she was raised royal herself.
And her brother, you know,
business.
Her brother dipping out because Violet can't make a commitment.
Okay, can we just speak on that real quick? I know we're trying to wrap up, but I don't understand the back and forth she was giving him. Do you understand like the push and pull she was giving him?
I do. And I'm only gonna say this. I'm gonna tell you this. That mischief at the end with Benedict awakened her fun. The fun inside of her. Because you have to think about it. Violet, for the whole time, for all these seasons, she's been this poised, lady. She's prim and proper, always doing the right things. That little bit of mischief, it awakened something in her that she hadn't felt in a long time. And she said it. She said it to him because she had mourned her husband, had to go right into raising these 8 children by herself for all those years. She never had that chance to just be herself, be her loving self. And then her homegirl finna leave and go abroad. Hell, she probably want to go abroad so they can kick it and kiki and do all kind of things too. But she got these kids still to raise. So she hasn't had that her time. And she definitely needed it because she went right from mourning her husband's loss to raising all these kids for so long. When has Violet had a time to just be herself and breathe? She hasn't. So I get it.
So let me ask you this. Because the way Laura Anderson was coming off, he seemed to be very open and like progressive. Yeah. Do you think that he would have been suffocating her like that? Because he seemed to be like down to go, like on whatever she wanted to do. So it's like, why did he have to be eliminated from the process, I guess?
I don't think he would have suffocated her, but the idea, like Lady Danbury said, she don't ever want to be married again. I don't think Violet wants to be married again right now. She want to have a little bit more fun. And then down the line, I'll give her a year or two, then she'll be ready to be in a relationship. Like, she don't have it. She would have definitely been in that relationship and been pushing him away and not giving him everything he needed in that marriage. She wouldn't have been able to give it to him. So I get it.
So if we rewind back, she was the one that asked him, when are we going to make this a proper situation?
Yeah, but Benedict, like she told Benedict, you are the one that's most like me. Being carefree and fancy free and doing everything. So that whole situation with him triggered her into like, I haven't lived. I've only lived for these children.
Mm. Because Laura Anderson at first was like, "We can keep it on the down low. That's what you want to do." And then as soon
Hmm.
as she was like, "Well, when are we gonna make this proper?" He like, "We can make it proper. If that's what you want to do. I love you,
Yeah.
boo." And she was like, "Yes," but I'm like, "Girl, he was okay with keeping it on the down low. So you could have just had your boo thing on the side." I just didn't understand why she changed from having it be just like a casual dating thing to then want to be serious to then I don't want to do this at all. I said, "Oh, girl, she went through the change. Once her flowers were tended to in her garden,
Yeah.
she was like, I'm good. I could go another decade."
Yeah. Or she might want to pop it somewhere else. I mean, I don't know. But he wanted a wife. That's the thing with him. He wanted a wife, and I don't think she was ready. Because he said that. He was like, Violet, I want a wife.
Mm.
And she was just looking around like, ooh, I don't,
About
yeah,
that.
about that. We can be serious, but that wife thing, she was like,
Like,
ooh. I don't know, my dude. Like we, yeah, she couldn't
like
give
you
him the wife.
cute and everything. You
Yeah,
cute.
but and I like you, I love you, and but that wife, ooh, it's
And
a
she still got
rule.
3 more kids to finish up on too.
She sure do. She sure do. So, cause that Eloise that Eloise child, Eloise is gonna take her through up and through there.
I don't even want to speak on her because I ain't like how she did little sis Hyacinth this season, but she got her
Yeah,
together. Hyacinth
yeah.
said I ain't the
Hyacinth got
one
it
out of
together.
two.
Yeah, Hyacinth got it, and Hyacinth and Cressida got Eloise to see that marriage is okay. She don't have to be a Spencer. So
Yeah, you can choose. You can choose.
yeah,
This was a good little chat. Good little
yes.
chat. Um, nice mix of all the things. I can't wait to see what is gonna play out, in America these next few months. But we just want to leave y'all on this. Y'all just continue to have hope. Continue
Yep,
to have hope. Bad days are not forever. This is a
yep,
season, and let's
yeah,
figure out healthy ways to navigate this season. And
yeah,
we're gonna make it through together.
yep. We're gonna stall
Together
them
we
out,
will.
and don't forget self care and to breathe. Self
Yes.
care,
Breathe.
breathe.
Like, comment, subscribe, share. Let everybody know that the Shawn and Renee Show is here. We thank you so much for all of the support and have an awesome rest of your day. Until next time,
Bye.
bye. Have a good
See y'all later.
one.